late. This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous with whoever they're working for. But all the evidence has been destroyed. Look at these ashes. Someone was burning
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind could have blown the fire.
The odds of that are very
Why don't we wait for them?
We can't count on that. Clearly, to me, that says...
Darn!
Make no mistake. The purpose of our trip wasn't to find any solid evidence. We just I smelled something peculiar the moment I came. Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as...
Really? Paimon can't smell anything.
There is a certain place with a freezing cold climate, where there's nothing but ice as far as the eye can see. Some wealthy people there put floral fragrance in their ink. When that fragrant ink is burned, this is the exactly. The evidence will... But it's all I need. Now I...
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again.
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. He's Wenyuan and... I sent him to look into Jur-E's regular contacts. Since Jur-E likes fishing, Upei thought he might know some of the fishermen in Say. I left him a note at Yenshang. So, what did you find out at sea?
Forgive my incompetence. I'm afraid I asked all the fishermen multiple times, but none of them had any interactions with Jur-E before. Then the waves got so choppy, I ended up falling over. When I got back, I heard that you'd gone to Black Cliff Forge and might need backup. So
Well, Uncle Tien said that Jur-E once bought a recipe from one of the fishermen.
What? No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Lady Yelan.
Interesting. Then I wonder how that...
Fish soup?
Nothing. Our priority right now is to find a way to get our hands on... Well, any suggestions? Not a bad idea. Upei, what do you think?
Honestly, I've already tried following Jur-E, but the guy's too
Okay, so tailing's that.
No, we'll still need to tail him. But first,
Groundwork?
when you've worked in intelligence for a long time, you'll understand that tomorrow morning I'll announce his victory at your... Be sure to arrive on time. It looks like we're all here. Well then, time for me to announce the results of the assessment process. I won't drone on about the importance of the Tianshu role. Suffice to say that Uncle Tien entrusted me with the monument...
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around the bush, just get on with it.
Qianwei has many pioneering ideas, but some of his plans are lacking in detail, and he easily gets... Mingbo is reliable, but not quite ambitious enough, and because of his personality, he struggles to win people over. In contrast, Jur-E is evenly balanced across the board, and enjoys an excellent reputation in Liyue. After much consideration, I have decided to recommend Jur-E to the Liyue Qixing.
What?
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm a little surprised to hear my name being announced. In my estimation, all three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianshu position. As your competitor, I've become keenly aware of your great talents. Would either of you entertain the possibility of working with me in the future and taking on some of my workload?
I'll have to see. I'm in a bad...
I don't mind, as long as I can help.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Zhi, you'll have some preparation to do. It won't be long before you're informed of your official
I will live up to the Tianshu name. On this, you have my word. I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal is in order. Would anyone...
Count me out. I'm not in the mood for a celebration.
Juri seems pretty relaxed now. This would be a good time.
Hey, traveler, tell me something. What exactly does that guy have that I don't? If you can't answer that, I'm not accepting this result.
I, also...
Oh no, if we get stuck here, we won't be able to leave.
Follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
We finally got rid.
Lady Yelan, Jury has gone towards Feiyun Slope.
Follow him, quickly.
So Juri really sided with the Fatui? But
Difficult to say, but everything should become a lot clearer when we find him.
Sorry, Lady Yelan. We lost him. He's too good at this. We weren't able to keep following him without being seen.
how the heck did he manage to shake it? I guess Juri didn't let his guard down. Still as vigilant.
No, Upe says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just how he's wired. Perceptive enough to sense when he's being watched.
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle Tian himself. Evading detection is not an unusual skill for him to have. If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tian, you'd have ended up at a dead end too. It's fine. So, where did you lose him?
Shinyue kiosk. He only went in briefly. Upe and I were watching outside the whole time. A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe had a feeling that it was him, but we couldn't get close enough to check without blowing our cover. I figured that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today so far. So I stopped Upe, and I stayed here to wait for you while that meathead...
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he's still swimming around, we'll find... Let's go to Shinyue kiosk.
Could you explain to me how that works? A guy like him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under your nose, and you don't...
Our customers are free to dress however they please. What grounds would I have to question him?
Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think it was just a little bit strange?
Well, maybe I did, but it still doesn't give me the right to stop him.
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question. What did he buy while he was here?
Oh, he didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
A bottle of liquor?
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with a rich flavor. Not something the average customer would order. This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago. He was only here today to pick it up.
Liquor and wineware. I see. Let's go.
Where to?
Shigu Antiques. Hey, Miss Linlong. Sorry to bother you. Zhi ordered a wineware set from you not long ago, right? We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is with the quality, considering how affordable it was. So we just had to come and take a look for ourselves.
Sure. Which model are you looking for?
We don't really know a whole lot about wineware. Let's just go with Zhi's choice. Would you be able to show us the one he bought?
Zhi picked up his set not long ago. As a quality imitation of an antique wineware set, it has the look and feel of a luxury item. Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock, and now that Mr. Zhi has taken one, I'm afraid it may encourage the price to go up a little.
Don't worry, price shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure we can work something out. But I'm just a little hazy on one thing. Did Zhi's wineware set include wine glasses, or...?
For this set, the wine glasses are sold separately. Minimum purchase is 1 glass, maximum is 4. Mr. Zhi bought 2.
Okay. Thanks, Linlong. Seems there's a little more to buying wineware than I first thought. We'll have to mull it over.
Well, don't take too long. We could sell out any day now. All right, see you next time.
This is turning into a real headache.
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grand Master of Field.
It's not like you did any.
My specialty is information trading, okay? I don't have the physical agility. What's your
I.
Yelan. Oh, if we can't figure out where Zhi went, there's not...
If so, it's no...
What do you mean?
First of all, Zhi isn't much of a drinker. If he was just looking to celebrate by himself, he wouldn't spend his meager No. This is a victory feast. Whoever this person is clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a very high status. Hence the need... Now where might we find Fatui who match that?
Fatui officials.
Have both locations surrounded. Take as many people as you need.
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move?
Get with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation. In which case, we don't need to change tactics. Just change...
Great idea! So we just need to find out who Zhi...
But Lady Yelan, if we get caught...
I'm well aware. But don't you see? Zhi is gambling everything on this. Stick to your orders, and make sure we're covering all...
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan. Zhi may be a slippery character, but we'll keep a close watch on the movements of all Fatui officials.
I'll be waiting for you at the If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night. Perfect timing. Wenyuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusupov, just left the embassy alone. He's heading in the direction of
Qingxu Pool? That's the place Zhi...
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Since Qingxu Pool is always crawling with monsters. Most people wouldn't dream...
Oh no, we got...
Let's go. If my hunch is... This is Qingxu Pool, full of ruins, crawling with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place. I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here. Follow me. There's been some work done on this place in the past, but it's a bit of a labyrinth inside. The workers left an emergency access route. If we can find it, this will be a much... Still, be ready to fight at any moment. Any resistance needs to be
Don't worry, By the way, Yelan, where are your 3 little helpers at?
They have other things to take care of first. We couldn't afford to...
Check this out!
Eyes on me!
Don't get too close!
Uphill battle.
Check this out!
As I expected, but this shouldn't be too much trouble.
I see that? That's gotta be the Fatui ambassador. That must be the emergency...
This is the construction workers' emergency access route, but it's closed tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another way.
Hold the line. Here, bring refuge.
Fire it up! I got you covered!
Power that ended Haishan!
Disappear! Here! Worthless! Worthless! Here!
gone down. Hey, look! Is that another way through?
Don't get too close!
Boring!
Check this out!
Let's move out.
Hold the line! Don't get too close!
To ashes!
Billowing surge!
Check this out!
The water's flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up. Okay, now we should be able to move the statues.
The door is open. Let's go.
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up.
Fire it up! Here's backup! Evil conquering! Worthless! Here! Here! Worthless! Here!
Allow me.
Check this out!
Eyes on me!
Useless!
Torrent, bring refuge.
Fire it up!
Hold the line.
Useless! Lament! Here!
Let's move out.
I can tell from the aroma that this is very fine liquor indeed. I'm impressed. Come on, bottoms up. After you, of course.
Sorry.
You'll get there. If you want to stay friend... You're more of a lightweight than I thought. I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoning your teacher's soup. Come on, another round.
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning sends shivers down my spine. I'm more timid than you realize.
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. But I have to say, you really are quite a genius at poison. I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an imperceptible, slow-acting poison, and came up with... what was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes the pungency of the poison, and this...
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky it did. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would have been able to fool Uncle Tien.
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to consolidate your position as Tianshu. Aside from Qingxu Pool, we also have some other requests for you.
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have for me...
Did you hear that? It was poison. What a nasty guy.
Hold on. Did you bring a camera? If not, you can use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to capture it for posterity.
Excellent. We've seen no progress on the diplomatic front, but soon everything will be taken. I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey.
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like the only way is for you to shine.
Yes, under normal circumstances. Just look at your two competitors. Chen Wei had wealth. Ming Boa had reputation. But you? And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home for the rest of its life.
Yes,
you know the best thing about you? Heck, when you're not in the company of the Fatui, you'll be able to throw your weight around as much.
Uncle Gao said that Zhi has low self-esteem. Seems he was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will diminish over time. Do you have any more film in the camera? Then get ready to use it. Tonight's how well this goes for us depends on how Zhi.
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up. I'm in a good...
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some...
Whoa, this is the good... Huh? What the... Zhi, you...
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusuf.
You...
How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare my... You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little...
You imbecile. It's the Fatu...
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room are the 3 undercover... I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the explosives.
What?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the dots. The Fatui planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their signature ruin-grade explosives. But things didn't quite go to plan. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. In fact, it explains why you acted alone, while exonerating the rest of the Of course, none of that will have anything to do with me. When all of this comes to my attention, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to cancel the Qingxu.
Zhi, do you really think you're gonna get away with this? The Fatui has a record of everything. After I die, they'll come looking, and they'll get to the bottom of this.
A record? Oh, you must mean the one in the hands of your second-in-command. Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank for providing me with the poison I used on you today. He'll help me tie up all the loose ends. After all, your untimely demise comes with a few... He has been eyeing your position for...
That tree...
Shh. Relax. It's over. Sweet dreams.
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. If you're thinking of trying anything, save yourself the We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything. They came out pretty nicely.
The game's up? Forgive me, I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and eventually...
This is how you want to play it, huh? Fine. You do you. All we need to do to convict you is establish that the poison in his... Nothing else you wanted to add?
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused on keeping myself out of sight, I forgot he was a potential Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I would live up to the Tianshu name, and that much I can still guarantee.
Your point be...
When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests. I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to get here. But given my lowly origins, what other choice did I have?
You still don't get it, do you? Even now. What do you think? Exactly. Jur-E, clever people can always come up with a good excuse. But while you might be able to get other people to believe you, you'll never be able to deceive yourself. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle Tian ever looked down on you? He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by poisoning him. Whatever positive goal you may have started out with, you threw it away in that moment.
That's enough.
Of course. What makes this even crueler is that you managed to convince yourself there was no other way. Uncle Tian was always going to give you this opportunity, even if you'd done nothing at all. Out of everyone in the world, he is the one who trusts you the most. So much that he drank your fish soup without doubting you, not for 1 second.
That's enough. That's enough.
Life is like fishing. It cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan, but you have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jur-E these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Huh?
Sorry, things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Yanshang Tea House tomorrow morning. I'll have someone remove the explosives. Then, there's someone I have to go and see.
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. You should leave this one to the professionals. Don't worry, as long as they're willing to cooperate, this'll be a straightforward deal. Get some rest. See you tomorrow.
Conceals the sound of our arrival.
Hey, it's just a little lightning. No need to fear it on the open ocean, so there's even less need to fear it on dry land. If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
There is now no poison left in his system, but recovery from the damage already done will not happen overnight.
Dr. Baiju, is my father going to be...
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine every day, and a full recovery will take at most 2 to 3 years. It's good we caught it in time. A few days later, and the toxin would have built up in the internal organs.
How did they successfully secure such a seldom-seen poison? It seems the Fatui are extreme. Unfortunately for them, they were up against us.
Uncle Tian will be heading off now. Remember to get plenty of rest and avoid overexerting yourself while you're recovering. Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much. Ah, you're here too? Thank you for all you've done to resolve. Yes, the exhaustions.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing issue after all.
Hey, Yelan!
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute to... The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tian. In my opinion, Zhi is...
You have my gratitude. People can change their loyalties easily.
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle Tian...
Don't underestimate Uncle Tian. Normally, the Yuehai Pavilion would be responsible for assessing the candidates.
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust him unreservedly. But I have to be... When I first met Yuri, I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden agenda. I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. In the end, even he changed. I never had any plans to recommend him directly, but I always intended to give him the chance to compete on a... I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner of things.
I have to admit, he's a smart guy. And the intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk. But Zhi was still extremely careful with the He chose that specific liquor from Xinyue Kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison. And he chose to wait until the Fatui official was drunk and had his guard down before delivering. He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to release the poison from the compartment into the liquor. Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Zhi would have drunk the poisoned wine himself, and then found an opportunity to take the antidote shortly afterwards.
But that's still really dangerous.
Yes. Had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking the antidote. He didn't hesitate to put himself in harm's way to achieve his goal.
How is Yuri now?
Well, I mean, he's sitting in a jail cell. Like Yanfei says, everyone who breaks the law has to pay the price. Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal. I'll make sure there are plenty of guards around to keep him safe from anything the Fatui might be planning.
A deal? Does this have to do with what you said to him when you arrested him?
Yes, Zhiyi's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the case off to my subordinates as soon as I realized. But once the Fatui became involved, things got a whole lot more interesting. I thought I might have the chance to catch a big fish.
Well, did you?
Almost. Unfortunately, it slipped off the hook at the last second.
Uncle Tian? Yelan? What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't understand.
Zhiyi colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Tianshu. Or, to put it the other way around, the Fatui made an attempt to interfere in the Tianshu selection process. With Yusupov in our hands and a statement from Zhiyi, we could afford to continue with a diplomatic offensive. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second-in-command. Then we'd have a pawn in the ranks of the Fatui. Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new options. Why else did you think I was investing so much time and effort into this case?
So, okay, well, did your plan succeed?
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, and we passed all the information on to Lady Ningguang. But when we tried to make contact with Theophan, he was gone.
The Fatui must be spying.
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger... The Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here. Regrader was only treating this as a peripheral concern. It's a pity that Theophan got away. But knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue is something. It gives me a starting point for my next mission.
I have to ask, Yelan. Do you have any desire to take over? I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at Yenshang Tea House. In my estimation, you are more than competent.
Oh, that. I was obviously joking. I prefer my current life. There's danger and there's excitement. Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role, as Tianshu, I wouldn't have the chance to get involved in anything truly clandestine or face any real danger. All right, I'm done here. Time for me to go. I'm heading off again in a few days.
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed. It's for me to know, but I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved, maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. A lot of people are... If you have any more questions, just ask...